guys, come in. Take a seat. How you guys doing? Hello my Peeps, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today's video is an exciting video and a video that you guys have been looking forward to for about 2 weeks now, where I decided to take a nostalgic kids TV show and draw it in my own art style. Today's topic is Fancy Nancy. So yes, you guys chose this, like around 200 people voted and Fancy Nancy won. So that's exactly what I'm doing for today's video.
Can you draw a donkey eating an apple on top of a...
No.
Okay.
Today we're drawing Fancy Nancy.
Okay.
Digitally. So come. Make sure you guys like this video.
Jumping straight into time-lapse for today's video, like I told you guys in the intro, I'm drawing Fancy Nancy, and I am so excited for this video. I know you guys have been waiting, and I have been waiting to show you guys this. I'm really happy with what I created. But before I move on with everything else I'm gonna say, who even is Fancy Nancy? Fancy Nancy Clancy, or Nancy Margaret Clancy, is a 6-year-old fictional character who has pink, rosy cheeks, red curls, and is in love with anything French, fancy, and fun. She's the main character of the franchise Fancy Nancy and was originally created by Jane O'Connor in 2005. The artist that we can thank for this iconic book series is Robin Press Glaser, and thanks to them, since then, Fancy Nancy has gone from a best-selling children's book to a now animated TV show that you can watch now on Disney Plus, Disney Junior, or I'm sure any Disney platform. I do really want to share more information about Fancy Nancy, who she is, and what I think about her, but I believe that's enough information for now. And with that being said, let's go on with the speed paint. I wanted to be very expressive with what pose I was putting Nancy in, because she's a very expressive, carefree girl, like I told you guys. And I've been noticing that I need to kind of brush up on my anatomy skills and poses. So what you guys are actually looking at right now is just some anatomy sketches and studies that I was doing previously before I drew Fancy Nancy. I usually do this traditionally because I'm a traditional artist, but I see people sketch all the time digitally, and I just wanted to try it out for myself this time. To be honest, guys, I wasn't even planning to have like this footage be in the time lapse of me creating Fancy Nancy and doing this whole thing. But I made a pose that was just too perfect and just showed her personality too well to just pass up. So you guys can kind of see where things are clicking for me, and I think I'm getting this whole anatomy thing down. But I'm going to remain humble because I want to continue to do this and continue to be good. Anyway, for this first illustration, I want to just draw her normally. I want to very much stay true to her current character design that is on the TV show, because like I told you guys, there is no solid character design for her in the book series. It's more like common accessories that is added to every outfit she wears. So though in the book series she has a different outfit for every book adventure, it still all looks fairly similar because she keeps those key elements within her character design. So I'm taking inspiration from her outfit from the animated TV series and doing that here. I did change some things about her, and I kind of made her look more grown up. Maybe she's like 13, 14 here. She's not young like she is in the books and in the TV series, but personally I like that and I think that's fun. I would like to say I don't really have a solid way on how I color my illustrations digitally. Sometimes I do it this way, sometimes I do it that way, and most recently I found when doing digital art, unless I'm doing a portrait where it's like close up, I always do my sketch and then I shade my sketch like I would as if I'm drawing or creating something traditionally. And the multiply tool, that is my best friend. I use the multiply tool the multiply layer, whatever it's called, for everything. I'm learning to control the power I have when using the multiply tool and really see if I need it or not, and just to like find out the colors for myself. But I love when I accidentally overlap and then you can kind of see the color underneath it, and then it's like the perfect color to shade with. Anyway, I don't really know if I explained that correctly or as clear as I wanted to, but I enjoyed creating this so much. I'm telling you, the colors were just like so fun for me, and I'm just really happy with how quickly I made the sketch and the drawing. In total, this illustration took me 11 hours, which when I say quickly, that doesn't really sound too quick, does it? I guess I don't realize how long I draw, but this illustration took me 11 hours to make according to the time on Ibis Paint. But that could be wrong. It just felt like it just took me like a day to do. And that kind of sounded contradicting when I said, I feel like I got it done quick. But I did a lot of different things in this illustration. Like, I wanted to really make sure I added her little flou-fla thing around her, because I knew I didn't want to have it around her neck because of the pose that she was in. So I just had it kind of draping over her arms and on her hand. And I wanted to give her some nails. I think I made the hands a little bit too big. I think I should have just made like the tip of her hands the nails. I ended up doing that for my next illustration, but that's okay. One hand is blue, one hand is purple, and it was just great. One thing I really, really loved, and an idea that I'm so happy I came up with, is to make this illustration look like a magazine cover, because Fancy Nancy, she's a fashionista. I have it in my mind that like her dream is to be like a fashion star, to make clothes and stuff, because she's really into that. So by the time she hits this age, early teens, teenage years, she's definitely going to want to be on the cover of a magazine, fulfilling her dreams of being a fashionista or a fashion model or a fashion designer. Yeah, I felt like that really fit her persona and her character. And I had a lot of fun looking up inspiration for this idea of like olden day magazines and magazines of the 2000s and even magazines now, and it was just a lot of fun. I had fun doing the background, doing the little confetti, writing like not slang, but like quotes and captions and headings of what people might put on her magazine. I wrote, she's icon, a role model, and a fashion ooh la la, because that's one of the things she says in the book series and in the TV show. I know I cannot be the only one who's excited about this. Obviously, I know I'm not, because around 200 of you guys voted that you guys wanted the Fancy Nancy drawing video. But you guys gotta tell me, did y'all grow up reading the Fancy Nancy books? I remember being in the library and having all the girls run to the section where Fancy Nancy, Judy Moody, and all the girly girl books were, and Fancy Nancy was like almost never there because everybody took the book. I just had a lot of fun doing it. I did want to have like a little barcode, like when you scan items. I did it wrong though, because it's supposed to be vertical up and down, not side to side, but it's okay. And that is all for this illustration. I hope you guys like it. I personally love it so much. I love how colorful it is. I just love it. I love it. I love it. And now let's go on to our next illustration.
Okay guys, now that you guys finished watching the speed paint, I believe now it's time to actually draw real time. Let us take a quick break and let's do the Bible verse of the video. I decided to, just pop it in the middle of the video or in the beginning. I don't think I'm going to be putting it at the end of today's video, but today's Bible verse of the day is from Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, stating in the King James Version first, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." That is the Bible verse of the day. Now let's read it in the Amplified Version. I do have my tablet right here, ready to read the Amplified Version of this text. For the Amplified Version of the Bible verse of the day, Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans and thoughts I have for you, saith the Lord, plans for peace and well-being and not for disaster, to give you a future and hope." This is a very encouraging word because sometimes we can get in our head. I know I'm guilty of that. What am I doing with my life? Like, where's this direction? And fear starts to settle in. But the Lord gives us this verse to reassure us, almost in a way, to say that God is in control of everything. He knows the plans He has for us. He knows the goals. Now it's just up to us to obey and listen. How fancy is that? How fancy is that? God always has our back, and He has only positive thoughts towards us. He has plans for peace and well-being and not for disaster, to give us a future and hope. So I hope this Bible verse encouraged you guys today, and little Bible verse for today's video. That's it. Let's continue on with the rest of the video. That's my lady Amy. That's Tasha. You know what we call her, Tasha. Long story. That's Pinky. Just kidding. Okay. I'm gonna do that reel. So you guys are gonna see me do that reel today. Just letting you know. Anyway, let's move on to our desk. Let's move to the desk so you guys can see me draw this real time, because I have some thoughts that I want to share with you guys, and I want to talk in real time.
Fixing my nails took a couple hours. I'm not even gonna lie to you, babes. It took a couple hours to do. Anyway, here's the drawing, my second drawing of today's video, and this one is me creating Fancy Nancy. If I were to kind of just take inspiration of her original design and just like of what I think she will look like now, or like in my style, like how I envision Fancy Nancy as like an adult, like she's grown and stuff. So here's my sketch. I do want to show you guys a time lapse of it because yeah. So here it is.
During this time lapse, I was trying to figure out things to say, basically just saying how much I like the sketch and how I like the direction that I'm going forward in with doing this sketch. Obviously, after I'm done talking in real time and stuff, I'm going to explain more in detail voiceover, but this is just the quick time lapse of what I have so far before I draw a little bit real time where you guys can see my hand and my tablet. I'm going to share my thoughts and kind of my ideas for this character design, but here is the time lapse.
That is my sketch. That is what I'm working on right now. And let me edit it. I love this. I love this so much. It's so good. Like, it's definitely giving what it needs to give. And look at the hands. Can we take a second to actually look at the hands, please? Please, thank you. Because look, I did that. And then her eyes and her lips. I do want her to be the type to have like star makeup or like really detailed makeup. So I did have like some stars on her underneath her eyebrow, above her eyelid a little bit, like that bone that's right there. And then her dangly earrings to kind of mimic my first character design I did of her, where I gave her just blue earrings. One's a little bit more fancier because she's like grown. I really like this one reference photo I found where it had flowers all over the dress. And also, if you guys haven't already followed me on on Pinterest, go follow me on Pinterest. There's a new thing on there where I can connect my Instagram to my Pinterest account. So it's like uploading all of my stuff from Instagram on here, which is like a lot. This is so Fancy Nancy. And I just see her wearing this like Sundays, you know? Like she wants to go out like this. Yes. I'm really inspired by this drawing right here. Oh my gosh. I'm really inspired by this clothing piece right here. The artist who makes stuff like this, I feel like Nancy would make stuff like this, you know? Like, yes. So why is all my notifications coming up all of a sudden? I'm definitely taking inspiration from this, and I want to add flowers to her clothes, much like how Nancy had flowers like in her hair. She kind of had flowers everywhere, to be honest. So I'm just kind of doing the same thing, adding some flowers, some details, and just a lot of fabric everywhere, which is kind of
difficult, but it's gonna make the finished drawing look so tea. I love what I did right here. I'm kind of just talking. I kind of need to draw. I saw this one artist go on about how she hates when artists say draw, and I used to say that all the time. You can probably still catch me saying it in past videos and probably in videos to come. Hopefully not in videos to come, but it's draw, not draw like you're fighting. Can you believe I didn't look at a reference to do this? I mean, obviously I just told you like this is my inspiration, so I am taking like the layer inspiration from it, but I didn't look at a reference to do these folds. Okay guys, now since we are going in and drawing my next drawing where I redesigned Fancy Nancy, like I already told you guys, I am really excited, and I was really excited to create this drawing. I did share some of my excitement with you guys real time, but now it's time to do the voiceover. Yippee! I know you guys love the voiceovers. The voiceovers are great. Let me know if you guys like this style where I like do half digital, half in person. I'm always trying to switch things up and see what is better and blah blah blah, but like I told you guys, my inspiration was that photo that I saw on Pinterest, and I really just want to emphasize like, yes, this is Fancy Nancy grown up. This is how I would redesign her and make her look. Obviously, I'm not redesigning Fancy Nancy as a child because I wanted her to be grown. I wanted her to, move forward and growing up and stuff like that. So my whole idea is that at this point of her life, she is a fashion star. Everybody knows her name. She is a designer, like one of the top designers. That's just like quality, you know what I mean? Everybody's going to her, and she's like the main girl. If you want something creative, you want something loud, if you want something fancy and detailed, this is the girl who you call. And it was actually giving me a lot of inspiration because if you guys already know, maybe you do, maybe you don't, I have OCs, original characters of my own. And one of my OCs' name is Ava, and she wants to be a fashion designer and a concept artist and all that stuff. So it was actually just giving me inspiration on a figure for my character to look up to and something to be. So I can really just take this character design and add it to my story because it is just inspired by Fancy Nancy. But with that being said, for this character, I really want to keep her color scheme and stay true to the type of clothing that she's wearing in her character design in the cartoon animated series. Like I told you guys, flowers is something that shows up a lot in Fancy Nancy's character design, so I wanted to make sure I included that within her redesign. And yeah, this time I actually wanted to have her eyes open because in the first drawing I didn't have her eyes open and she has green eyes. I don't really draw characters or have much characters with green eyes. I think I only have one. But I want to keep her bow because on Fancy Nancy's original design she has like a little bow that's like wrapped around her waist, and I want to do that so it's a big obnoxious bow in the back of her. It's the same color but it's a different shade of blue to kind of, just little things like that. I want to give her a skirt still because that skirt was in her original character design as well, and just fancy it up a little bit. Like, I want to create a character that Nancy would have dreamed to become, and this is kind of what I came up with. I sticked with the same idea of her being on the cover of a magazine because she's this fashion icon, like top league fashionista designer, and I want to have that same idea, that same concept within the second illustration I made. I'm really proud of this character design that I came up with. I feel like it is Fancy Nancy. I feel like there's so many different ways how you can draw Fancy Nancy or redesign her, but I'm very pleased with the way how I decided to do it. I haven't really seen anybody redesign Fancy Nancy or make fan art of her, so I'm really excited to release this out into the world for you guys to see and to hear you guys' feedback, because I really do enjoy character designing and it's just really fun for me. So with all of my thoughts kind of out of the way, I do want to share more facts and information about the creators of Fancy Nancy, because When I learn new things, I tend to go down a research hole and wanting to know everything that there is about these characters. So let's see how much information I can give you guys within these last 3-4 minutes. So as you guys know, there has been a big uproar within the AI community, I guess, and artists finding jobs and such of these things. So I think it's really important to, one, praise the artist who came up with Fancy Nancy's design, which I previously told you guys, the artist who came up with Fancy Nancy's design and is held responsible for all of the illustrations in the Fancy Nancy book is Robin Glasser. Thank you. And of course, the one who came up with the character and is held responsible for writing all the storybooks is Jane O'Connor. Jane O'Connor was born in 1947 in New York City, and long before she created Fancy Nancy, she was Fancy Nancy, which I find is so cute. There's many articles and videos, such as YouTube videos that, if you guys want, I'll link in the description. Honestly, if you guys want to go watch it, it's a really cute video and it's really, really sweet. Saying that as soon as she knew company was coming over, she would run upstairs, grab her tutu, silk cape, and greet her guests. Long before O'Connor created Fancy Nancy, she was a book editor for children's books. O'Connor says she came up with the name Fancy Nancy one night after cooking dinner for her family and wrote Nancy's first story later that night. Before coming up with Fancy Nancy, O'Connor was experienced in the world of writing and storytelling, writing over 60 other children's books and 2 adult novels. Fancy Nancy is known to teach kids all sort of lessons, one being language and vocabulary, and one of the languages being French, because, you know, every little girl's dream is to go to Paris and speak French, right? And I'm not saying that sarcastically. I feel like every girl has gone through that phase, maybe, like with the French and Eiffel Towers and all that stuff, or at least known girls who has, with some of her most famous lines being, "That's French for fantastic," or "That's fantastique." O'Connor and Robin met through their editor. They actually didn't know of each other before their editor got them together, and her name was Margaret Anastasius. She was the editor of the Fancy Nancy series at HarperCollins children's book before becoming vice president and publisher of her own company. Margaret is credited with the initial development of Fancy Nancy because she saw the vision of these 2 people coming together to make this book. She even waited for Robin to be free so that she can send her the manuscript of the first Fancy Nancy book. Margaret was also the editor behind Pete the Cat, which is another classic children's book, which is really cool. That's all the information I have for today, kids. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and that you like my speed paint of Fancy Nancy, my redesign, and my just recreate of Fancy Nancy. I had a lot of fun drawing with you guys today. Let me know if you guys drew anything along with me. And I think it's really cool to share this sort of information because it brings us back to the TV shows and book series that we love, and it also gives a credit and attention to those artists who've done the work, while also inspiring us as creatives to continue to create and to see and learn from other people's stories.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down your favorite part. Let me know if you drew along and what did you draw if you did draw along. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I will see you in the next video. What should I do next? Which nostalgic TV show, book series should I draw next in my art style? Or do you guys want to see me go into the Fancy Nancy verse and create a character inspired by me? Let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Because I have my desk here and I am normally a traditional artist. Well, hello guys. Welcome back to my... So I'm used to showing you guys what I'm kind of working with, okay? Oh, YouTube channel. In today's video... What? Elijah. I was a little too close. We're gonna move this out the way. That's not my fault. Oh my god. Okay. Nora, what? These are my ladies.
She doesn't like it when people stare at her.
Really, I'll come.
She's shy.
Okay?
Ew.
Close my door, Elisha. Close my door.